In another video, we talk about the illusion of scarcity and the way that marketing teams, salespeople, and advertisers inject this powerful persuasion tactic into our everyday lives. Today, we're going to look at one of the scarcity principle's most powerful areas of application: social dynamics and dating. Think about that friend who's somehow always slightly busy, who takes a few hours to text back. They're creating social scarcity without even realizing it. The most charismatic people aren't the ones giving away all their attention. They're the ones who make their attention feel valuable. I usually keep my weekends for myself, but let's grab coffee hits differently than I'm free whenever. In dating, it's why the person who's hardest to read often seems most intriguing. Why someone who's fully engaged when present, but not always available, seems more attractive than someone who's always on call. They're not playing games. They're naturally creating the sense that their time and attention are precious resources. Even in friendships, the person who makes plans in advance, who isn't always free last minute, who has clear boundaries about their time, they're often the friend everyone values most. Their presence feels like a gift rather than a given. Face it, we're all selling something, whether it's a product, a service, or simply ourselves. And sometimes being less available makes us more valuable. The psychology here runs deeper than just playing hard to get. When we're not constantly available, several fascinating mental triggers activate in others' minds. First, there's intermittent reinforcement, the same principle that makes slot machines addictive. When attention comes unpredictably, it's more powerful than constant attention. That friend who sometimes replies instantly and sometimes takes hours, they're accidentally creating a stronger dopamine response than someone who always replies right away. Then there's what psychologists call the perceived value correlation. We unconsciously assume things that are harder to access must be more valuable. It's why we trust the busy doctor more than the empty waiting room, why the hard to book therapist seems more competent. In social terms, when someone's time is clearly limited, we automatically assume it's because others also value it. The scarcity induced competition effect kicks in too. When we sense others are competing for someone's attention, our own desire for that attention intensifies. It's why the person at the party giving everyone just a few minutes of focused attention often seems more magnetic than someone latching onto one conversation. But here's the key: this only works when it's authentic. Genuine boundaries, real commitments, actual full lives create natural scarcity. The moment it becomes a technique or strategy, people sense the manipulation and the effect reverses. And hear me out on this: the most attractive people aren't trying to seem scarce, they're just selective about how they spend their most precious resource: time. So, how do you apply this naturally without playing games? Start by valuing your own time genuinely. Instead of saying, I'm busy to seem important, build a life rich with actual interests and commitments. Create healthy boundaries. Instead of, sorry, can't make it, try, I keep Tuesdays for my photography class, but I'd love to meet Wednesday. This shows you have a structured life while still expressing interest. When you're with someone, be fully present. Put the phone away. Give undivided attention. Then, when you're doing your own things, truly focus on those. This contrast makes your attention more valuable when given. Don't respond instantly to every message or invitation, not because you're playing hard to get, but because you're genuinely engaged in other aspects of your life. When you do respond, make it thoughtful and present. Share your passions selectively. Instead of telling everyone everything, let people discover layers of who you are over time, not as manipulation, but as natural unfolding. Remember, the goal isn't to seem unavailable, it's to be genuinely engaged in a full life. That natural scarcity, that sense that your time and attention must be earned, it's just a side effect of having clear priorities and healthy boundaries. If done correctly, another side effect you should soon notice is that you start to appear more desirable, more attractive to others. Here's the bottom line and the part you need to remember when it comes to the social scarcity principle. True attractiveness isn't about limiting access to a hollow space. It's about having so much genuine substance in your life that access to it becomes inherently valuable. Thank you all once again for joining me. If you found this video insightful or helpful in any way, remember to give it a like. And on that note, that about wraps it all up. I can't wait to see you for the next one.